Recording. There we go. We live on Zoom recording and we live on Instagram. No mic as well as no power. Shall prosper. Nor have the influence over us before thee. No might as well as no power. Shall prosper. Nor have the influence over us before thee. It's a lovely, amazing day, y'all. Happy free day to you all. Happy free day. Or better yet, happy strong free day, right? As we begin and end each day strong, we have to be mindful and say, happy strong day, happy strong Friday or Thursday, whatever the day, right? In my tongue, I'm always liking to say, He Apapi Sa Re Onungi Fi Re Aye, which is happy strong Friday to you all. Happy strong Friday, right? And as a matter of fact, because we're going into the t.e.a.m, or most people say the Shabbat, or it's more commonly said in English as the Sabbath, right? We're going into the seventh. This is going into the seventh day because we already in the shadow hour time. We already in the nighttime, right? So technically, we already in the seventh day. Okay? My perspective says that. Okay? So happy strong free day, seventh day, right? Because we right there in between. May your day end just as strong as you began, right? With the mindset of saying we are the asset, with the mindset of saying no might as well as no powers shall prosper, nor have the influence over us before thee. Y'all know I'm just setting the tone, right? It's like I'm always loving to open it up with the intention, right? With the intention to encouraging people to have a mindset of motivational thought process, right? As I'm always doing my best to share motivational words to encourage and uplift forward-thinking people, right? Forward-thinking Golden Star Global people, that's what it's all about. It's always having a mindset of saying we're supposed to have no might in our mind, no power in our mind to say that can prosper over us before our power, right? The power, what is that? That love, that's our power. That love that will step into the essence of ourselves. We're supposed to be mindful that no might as well as no power to be prosperous, nor have any type of influence over us before thee, Almighty, omnipotent, life giver source, right? Bismi el Kulum, begin all my thoughts, all my actions, and my attention is to always begin with the source, the omnipotent life giver source, right? And do my best to share motivational words to encourage and uplift forward-thinking, Golden Star global people, right? That's my intention always, right? I'm just setting the tone, right? We're going to do the opening, right? We're going to finish the opening before we go in. This is a great and glorious day to be here, right? Where is here? In a world that is becoming more and more apparent for better days. Why is it better days? Heaven is becoming more and more apparent. Heaven is becoming more and more apparent because people are becoming more and more mindful of feeling like, there's change in the air. That's a necessity in the air to do what? Become more mindful of we are the assets. Being more mindful that we should be caring. We should be more mindful to caring to respect one another, right? We have so much potential to be more than we ever thought possible. Right? I just said, let me go ahead and finish the opening, and I kind of went sideways. So we're going to finish the opening. Right? All praise and gratitude is due to thee, Almighty Source. Thank you, Source, for this another lovely, amazing day. Thank you, Source. All praise and gratitude due to thee, Almighty Source. Right? And at the same time, for being mindful of giving all praise and gratitude due to thee, Almighty, omnipotent Source, we have to be mindful of saying, thank you, nature. We have to be mindful of acknowledging nature and giving thanks, honors, and appreciation to nature, for without whom there'd be no possibility for us to be here with these bodies. There'd be no possibility for us to be here in this day and time where heaven is becoming more apparent. There'd be no possibility for us to have an experience where we are experiencing this physical life, right? Because we're more than just the physical bodies. Right? Thank you, nature. Thank you, all mother, all father. The many different ways my mind says we have to acknowledge nature with the titles that are more fitting instead of just saying nature, right? The all mother, all father, there's better titles that's fitting, right? T.e.a.m, Tira, Gaia, Gaia, that's nature, y'all. Ma'at, Tira, Gaia, Gaia, that's nature, right? Whatever way that you feel that you know that's more fitting, acknowledge it. Even if you don't think it's fitting, okay, whatever way you used to, acknowledge this lovely, amazing world, without whom there'll be no possibility for us to have a place, to have a physical experience for where we can say that we are here with this possibility for being redeemed, right? Where heaven is becoming more apparent, we have to be mindful that we're supposed to be here with the intentions to perfect our imperfections so that we may be able to be redeemed, right? So thank you, nature. Thank you, all mother, all father. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you for parting the clouds, allowing Shimsa Ra coming through the rays, right? We are able to receive the abundance of all of the fruit, all of the vegetation. Thank you, all mother, all father. We appreciate you. We honor you. We respect you. And we give thanks in appreciation. All praise and gratitude is due to the Almighty Source for being able to be mindful with the cognitive ability to know that we're supposed to appreciate and honor nature. And not honoring nature, we dishonor ourselves. And not honoring nature, we dishonor all those that came before us. All of those that came before us is the ancestors, right? All of our mothers and fathers, great grandmothers and fathers, great great grandmothers and fathers, all the way back to the primordial ones and the old primordial ones, even. Aye, Ashe, Hotep, Odabu, Aye, Ashe, Hotep, the Santeria, Aye, Ashe, Hotep, the Orisha, the Anunnaki, the Daru, the Garu, Shu, Geb, Nut, Tefnut, Tahuti, Akasha. Oh, mercy. Oh, my mercy, y'all. For those that are mindful and knowing those primordial ones, the older primordial, you acknowledge them. Go ahead and embrace them. Go ahead and show honor. Y'all go ahead and shout them out, right? Show your honor and respect, right? Because I would be remiss, right, if I did not also say honors and respect to Atum Re, Amun Re, Amun Re, Amun Ra, right? And of course, Yanun, right? Yaramin, you heard me. You heard, right? This is a great and glorious day to be here. It's even a more glorious day to be here with the cognitive ability to be mindful of knowing that we're supposed to be thankful. We're supposed to give honors and respect for all of those that came before, right? So, as I've said, Aye, Ashe, Hotep, in all of the ways that we like to say peace, right? Masalam, assalam, right? Whatever way that you say. This as long as it's peace, this is love, long as you are permeating or sending out in your way love, right? So honors and respect. What's going on Forward Thinking Golden Star Global people? Right? It's been a couple of days, right? Since we started vibing. We had a vibing session, right? It's really fitting to come on this free day, right? Because it's like it's summing up and beginning to build up momentum because we already set the count up, not count down, the count up for the relaunching of our foundation in the website and what we intend to be offering as a solution to all of the forward-thinking people, right? So with that being said, and we set the tone in a way to where it's like we want to reiterate the fact and hone in on that we are the assets, y'all. Hashtag we are the assets. Hashtag it's our day. Hashtag it's our time. Hashtag been our time. Hashtag been our day. Right? And it's only fitting that we reiterate it with being mindful that we are the assets. And if you're knowing that you are the asset, and you're knowing and you feel that you're not supposed to be settling for anything less than what you are valued, well, start attaining assets, right? Start participating in a movement, right? This foundation, like I said, I always like to say, hashtag MLLM. We are about mentoring, leveraging love. And we like to encourage people to join in this movement, MLLM, mentoring, leveraging love movement, right? That's a hashtag, right? Just like the other hashtag put no power before our own power. Put no power before one's own power, y'all, right? And as I've stated, our love, our power is stepped in the essence of ourselves, right? It's been a long time coming. It's been a long journey, and now we're here, right? We've been asking for this day, a day to where we endured to the end, to where now we're here, and being able to know that we're going to receive all of the prosperity, all of the abundance that we feel that we've earned, right? And here, being here, and after all of the distractions are gone, right? It's still showing some traces of the distraction. It's still, the disagreeable ones and the disagreeable energy is still hard at work to try to keep on distracting us with all of the shenanigans that's going on. However, we have to keep in the forefront of our minds that we are the assets, and we're supposed to not be distracted and start attaining assets so that we can be able to receive all of the abundance, all of the prosperity that the source says. So says our sustainer. Our source says we're supposed to receive all of the prosperity and abundance as long as you endure to the end, right? Long as you're active and participating in uplifting yourself, right? First and foremost, it's about uplifting ourselves, right? Uplifting each other. And so thus we are all active in uplifting humanity, right? And as I said, this was just setting the tone, right? Setting this relaunching in the foundation, right? And what the foundation has to offer. And before we go in and showing you all where we attain our assets from, we want to reiterate that we as a foundation want to be looked at as your go-to solution for all of your asset attaining needs, right? We are diverse in our various services that we offer to the community, to the global community even, right? We are diverse in that. However, we want to reiterate the importance and home in on the fact that we want to be looked at as your go-to solution for all your asset attaining needs, right? Because that's one of the utmost importance. As I've stated, if we have currency coming in multiple ways, then that frees up time. That's what it's all about in this day and time, to get our time back, right? Everyone wants to say they want their time back. And realizing and reiterating the fact that you know that you are the asset, you're not supposed to be settling for being active in supporting people who look at you as just a consumer, a debtor, right? They only look at you as someone who can just always give them patronage and support, or being a customer. And they don't give any type of, they don't plan and have any type of plan in place to reattribute back to you currency, rewards, and any other perks that are just other than where you have a discount, or you can utilize the rewards that's coming back to you only coming back to them. No, it's supposed to be currency to where you can take that currency and you can spend it right? In any way you want to, at any place that you want to, other than where it is that it came from as a reward, right? So being that we are the assets, we're supposed to support platforms and be active in supporting organizations or businesses that say, yeah, we want to give back to you currency because we know that you value yourself as an asset, and we also value and treasure your support and your patronage because we know that without people, there's no goals reached. There's nothing is achieved without people, right? So the people are the assets. And I just want to home in and really home in and reiterate the fact and let people embrace that feeling of knowing that we are the assets. And we're not supposed to be settling for anything less than greatness, settling for anything less than what we feel that we value. And like I say, it starts at realizing that when we support organizations or businesses, they supposed to be saying, we are going to reattribute currency back to you. Even if it's not much, it should be something, right? Other than just saying, you can have a discount or you can have a reward that you can come back and spend it with us. Well, right? So the foundation, as I said, this is a relaunch into the realization that our foundation wants to be looked at as the go-to solution for all your asset attaining needs and other services as well. However, we want to home in on what's first and foremost the importance that we should have currency coming back in many ways, in multiple ways, right? And also, we want to also reiterate the fact that people should be searching themselves for a gifting idea that the spirit is sharing with you that you can offer to your community, to the people, right? So that means entrepreneurship. The foundation is saying it's important for entrepreneurship, right? Starting something for yourself. And if you can't do that for yourself, right? If you can't start up something for yourself, collaborate, partner with someone or organization that's all about saying, yes, we support you in your endeavor. Collaborate with us with what you have that you're offering, right? Collaborate, and we can offer this service to the people together, right? And so the foundation, as I've stated, we want to be looked at as the go-to solution for all of your health and well-being needs, right? Financial services needs, right? And of course, information and clarity with law, right? And as I've stated, I'm not going to go into the law aspect because that's perspective. Definitely, that's more of a personal time. When the time comes, when people will ask the question, we'll go there, right? And we'll, have one-on-ones and, and we can go there together and encourage people to research. However, what we all always reiterate and homing in on is the financial aspect, right? And we want to share that. Our foundation is wanting to be looked at as the go-to solution for all your asset attaining needs and health and well-being needs, because that is also one of the services we like to reiterate, right? And lastly, one of the other services is our Aurora transfer service, where we are always being of service to bring people's food hot and ready for them to eat and small to medium-sized ticket items. Right? Everything we do is all about something that's going to make things simpler and easier that people can implement in their everyday life, right? And so with this relaunch, just as we say, we want to be looked at as the go-to solution. We are the go-to solution for forward-thinking people, right? And because we're the go-to solution for forward-thinking people, Golden Star Global People, right? we're saying that we're the Golden Star People's Foundation, right? We are the Golden Star, excuse me, we are the Golden Star People's Foundation, right? A foundation like no other. A foundation that it has so many different services and so many rewards and perks that we say we have a plethora of services that we offer our global community. So as being a Golden Star People's foundation. We want to be original in what we offer and share. So we also want to also share this idea that we want to have a council, right? So we want to name this, we want to have a council of Golden Star people on our or for our foundation, right? So we're also in this relaunch as our foundation being the go-to solution for all of your asset attaining needs and a diverse portfolio of other services that we offer. Right? We want to have a council, meaning that we want to have people that are actively serious, right? Serious and actively passionate, right? In uplifting themselves. And in doing so, we are becoming a foundation that is expanding to be unique and offering a diverse services to forward-thinking people globally, right? So with that being said, I stated before, whenever we do a vibing session, it's going to be more so to show people where we attain our assets as opposed to just talking and always just showing the foundation. And of course, we start here at the foundation and we're going to show the home screen, right? We're going to show the home screen of the different services. However, we're also going to log in and show our, a couple of our accounts where the foundation has currency value working for us that allows the and is helping the foundation raise the funds that our value is working hard for us. So and then we're sharing this with our forward-thinking golden star people community to show people that it is actually real, that you can put your value to work by attaining assets, right? And putting those assets to work for yourself in the global market. We're showing people that it is actually real to actually alternatively save, pay and be paid in advanced technology, right? In digital assets. Right? It is actually real, right? And instead of talking to people that, oh, you should open up an account, you should open up an account and and give yourself options for putting your cash to work. Instead of saying that, we want to log in and show people that we actually have accounts working and that our value is going to work for us, and it's rewarding us currency, and not currency to where it's like, okay, just one asset or one particular fiat currency. It's not just in the US currency. It's actually in digital assets to where you have the decision. You can decide which fiat currency you want to redeem your assets in or for a fiat currency, right? For you to spend whatever way and wherever you like to. So that's one of the perks in saving in assets, paying yourself in assets, right? Saving and paying in assets, and also putting assets to work in the global market. That's one of the beautiful options that you have, as when these platforms or when the global market rewards you back in currency, digital currency assets, you have the option to say what you want to redeem those digital currency assets in, what cash globally, what fiat currency you want to redeem your assets into, if that makes sense, right? So, and as I've stated, like I said, I'm putting it out there today. And the idea of a council was actually given to me by the brother Naya, or many people, the brother Naya, who in English people call him Messiah, right? And so brother Naya suggested to say, okay, why don't you come up with a council that will help to assist the foundation in organizing and sharing with the people. And I said, okay, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I want to do that. So I came up with the name of the council is Golden Star People's Foundation Council. Golden Star People's Foundation Council, right? And so, and this is just the start in what the foundation is, because we're actually tumbling into what I've already likened to be looked at, like the foundation to be looked at. It's already written as to what the foundation actually is, but for right now, we're just gonna call it the Golden Star People's Foundation, right? And we need a council. So for those that are interested in reiterating the fact that they know that they are the asset and they know they're about uplifting themselves and they want to be a mentor, right? Because remember, hashtag is MLLM, mentoring, leveraging, love movement. Mentoring, leveraging, love movement, right? So the council would have to be active in participating in this mentoring, leveraging, love movement, right? That's part of the criteria. One of the criteria in order to be on the council. That's the first and foremost, that you have to be willing to be a mentor and you have to be active in the movement for uplifting yourself, which is no doubt basically mentoring, leveraging love, because you're sharing what you're holding as value. We're sharing with people we're holding as value that is going to make their everyday life simpler and easier and help us to come together as forward-thinking people to where, as I've said before in the last vibing session, right? That if no one else is going to patronize us, no one else is going to support us, we're going to support ourselves, because we realize and know that it's important that we have an economic global community patronizing one another, supporting one another, right? An economic global community patronizing and supporting one another, right? And of course, as I've said, as a Nubian man, right, a melanated, melanated man with, my complexion, I can't fake in front like I'm not an original Nubian man, right? I have olive tone in my complexion that I'm also realizing that it's important to home in on people that I'm best I'm able to best identify with, who's definitely deserving this need, right? To come together and to be active in supporting one another, right? So from one Nubian original, one Nubian forward-thinking Golden Star people to another forward-thinking Golden Star people, it's all about you deciding to participate in this movement for uplifting ourselves and be active in this council, right? Be active in this movement. So without, I don't want to keep on being sidetracked and talking about that. I want to go ahead and home in on and sharing in this vibing session before the time gets away, where we get our assets from, right? And definitely before I start sharing it, I want to reiterate the importance that find us on YouTube, right? We're on YouTube, and because we want to get our subscribing, people to subscribe to the channel. We want to get our people joining us. We want to get our numbers up, right? And getting our numbers up, then we're able to go live, right, on YouTube as well. Even though our Zoom shares is always on YouTube. However, as I've said, today I'm going to be uploading onto Instagram, from Instagram onto YouTube, all of the recordings that was already done on Instagram. So it's just going to be transitioned into YouTube. And so all of the different shares on Instagram that has not been viewed by people on YouTube and everything, you find us on YouTube, and then also we'll be able to go live on YouTube. When you find us on YouTube, you'll be able to see all the different shares. And of course, it's going to be, some of them going to be re-recorded, and I'm going to be saying different motivational words, different words to encourage people, because I'm re-recording it, some of them. And some of them I'm just going to just basically record it just for the purpose of uploading it to the YouTube, our YouTube channel. And oh yeah, also the YouTube channel, which is Zoom YouTube 19.1, is now going to be 19.9, right? 19.9 instead of 19.1, right? Because and that's going to it's going to make sense on why the channel is going to be 19.9, Zoom YouTube 19.9, because there's one more hashtag that's coming, right? And so I'm not going to share what it is going to be. I'm just let you all know another hashtag is coming. However, right now it's Zoom YouTube channel 19.9, right? So y'all find us on Zoom, on the YouTube, right? Find us on YouTube, and it's under the title, Another P.M.T.M.L.O Foundation Team Share. Another P.M.T.M.L.O Foundation Team Share. So we greatly appreciate you if you all take the time out your busy days. I know you're all busy, and we greatly appreciate you taking the time vibing with us right now. And we're even more grateful that if you would go to our YouTube channel, right, and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Like you say, we take criticism and we hold it as value, right? Because if you feel like the way we share could it has room for improvement, we definitely know it more than likely does. Give us a thumbs down and share with us why you feel that it's a thumbs down. And we'll say it's duly noted as to what you're saying. If it's just criticism that's just to be smart at it, then we'll just hear what you're criticizing and it won't be taken into account. However, if what you're sharing and you're sharing a legitimate suggestion onto why it was a thumbs down on that share, was okay, we greatly appreciate you. And we'll say, okay, thank you for whoever it is for giving us that thumbs down, because whatever, thumbs up or thumbs down, we greatly appreciate you still taking the time and checking out our channel. So definitely for those that feel that what's being shared has enough value that you take the time and like us or give us a thumbs up or thumbs down. And then also we greatly appreciate if you join our channel, right? Join our channel. As I've said, this is actually a movement, and it's many of us, right? Even if it seems like it's not that many, because I'm always jumping on and it's not a lot of people that's in the Instagram, and you all right now are not seeing people on Zoom. It's like purposely done because I don't share my Zooms. I'm really waiting. And so now this count up instead of count down, this count up, this day, right, which is August the 9th, 2022, is our count up day to where now we're launching, and this is our takeoff, right? Skies is the limit, being that there's no cap, being there's nothing that's holding us in other than the beautiful dome, right? And however, that's not really a top. That's just protection to help us, from the physical, from the rays, right? So there's no cap on us. Sky is the limit. That means that there's no limitations we have at all. Only the limits that we allow ourselves to have, the restrictions that we put on ourselves, right? This is the takeoff point right here, August the 9th, 2022, right? And we're gonna as they say, oh, we're going to the moon. No. We're gonna bypass the moon and we're gonna visit Mars, and we're going beyond that, right? Because we've, been there, done that. So, so it's just the time now to just reiterate the support. Let's share this, be a part of this takeoff, right? For this is only the beginning, right? As we begin again to receiving the abundance that we really feel as those that endure to the end, we really feel that it's fitting and we deserve, right? All right. So with that being said, as I said, I'm going to share, in advance, thank you very much for checking out our YouTube, and sharing also once you check out the YouTube, and definitely joining us on YouTube under Another P.M.T.M.L.O Foundation Team Exclusive Share, right? Under that title. And so, this is our foundation wants to be looked at as the go-to solution. So we on the homepage, right? And it's all about, keeping in mind, everyone, keeping in mind, my forward thinking golden star people. This is all about economics. This is all about the importance in us coming together in commerce, as they say. But commerce doesn't have to be commercial. Commerce really needs to be economic friendly. It has to be all mother, all father, this lovely, amazing world friendly, right? It has to be economically friendly, right? And also, it has to be friendly in that way because what we are going to be doing is self-sustaining ourselves. As I've stated, we're going to be supporting each other for if no other reason other than for ourselves. Right? All we have is each other for what they can go to Star Global People. We have each other, and that's really all we need to be recognized and looked at throughout the world as the Golden Star Global People that we are. And having our own economic circulating supply of currency from our activity being active with one another globally, right? Supporting one another. So with that being said, like I said, I'm not gonna allow myself to go into that. I'm looking forward to when everyone decides to have a vibing session on Zoom, right? And have a one-on-one to find out more about what the foundation has to offer, right? And exactly what, in more detail, what this mentoring, leveraging love movement is all about, right? And so with that being said, as you say, we want to go on our homepage and we want to pique your interest even more because this is what our intention is always all about as well, is to pique forward-thinking people's interests, right? We're looking for forward-thinking people who are forward-thinking as we are. We're looking for forward-thinking people who are uplifting themselves and uplifting people as we are, right? So on our homepage, as I've stated, we have a plethora of services. And these services is alternative ways that people can open up an account, right? Open up an account that will allow them to save in an alternative way, right? With the advanced technology, being that we are here as advancing beings, right? Because we are here as advancing beings, that means advanced technology is also here. And so we're not supposed to shy away from what has come now with us because we are also now here. It's no coincidence. It's beyond two once it's gone past two instances that's happened, right? So on the homepage, you can make a decision to access an economics friendly global marketing platform, right? And you can make a decision on whether or not you want to open up an account on one of these platforms or all of them. That decision is yours, right? However, I'm only sharing what's on the homepage. I am going to, however, go to our estate trust because our estate trust is organically put together. Our estate trust is for the purpose as us as global people, and we are all about being for, right? About going to one another, right? Supporting one another, for, to, and by way of each other. It's what's going to allow us to have the success and the momentum we need in uplifting, sharing our love, and coming together in love, right? So the estate trust is what we're going to go to later. However, I just want to make it clear that on the homepage, this is where you can go to make a decision as to whether or not you want to open up an account in one of these mechanisms, one of these collaborating platforms, right? To where you have access to an ecosystem that will allow you to put your currency to work, right? Put your currency to work by attaining assets, and you put your assets to work in the global market, and the global market rewards you currency in return by way of these platforms. They reward you. That's part of their compensation. They have a plan in place to show that they appreciate you patronizing, supporting them in what they have to offer, right? So the first, as I said before, our main ecosystem that has a lot of options to to choose from, and as far as the way you like to put your value to work, is the G999 ecosystem. And also, it also resonates with us, or as forward they can go to Star Global People, because it uses 999 as its title for its blockchain ecosystem, right? As its blockchain advanced technology ecosystem title. It uses 999. So that resonates with us, right? So, and that's another reason, that's why it's the main go-to platform, right? However, it's another platform that's going to be also another go-to. However, for right now, the G999 ecosystem, with all that it has to offer as options, is the one that we home in on and really encourage people to open up an account and be active in that ecosystem. All right. So you have the option. The financial institution offers, known as the gold standard blockchain, for all of your banking needs, right? For all of your stacking of your currency needs, right? Stacking your value because you're putting it to work. You can open up an account with the actual financial institution that also offers digital real estate in a prime place. Right now, at the moment, it's only in one place that's known as Dubai, right? And so it offers digital real estate and other services is also offers for you to be active in the global market, right? So this, follow the cursor forward. They can go to Start Global People. Hoping that you can see. Yeah, you can see the cursor. All right. So right here, this icon here is the hyperlink that will take you, and you can open up an account there, right? This other icon, this other aspect of the G999 blockchain ecosystem, the other aspect or division, is being able to partner with the whole ecosystem, meaning you're actually partnering with the gold standard financial institution itself. You're partnering with the global trade exchange, which is the gold standard trade exchange. You're partnering with the Lydian world, which is its own metaverse, right? It has different divisions, right? And it also offers a pay card that you can decide to attain, that will allow simplicity and point of sale for you spending your assets, instead of always having to transfer your assets into another wallet somewhere else. You can just use the G999 ecosystem pay card and transfer your funds with no fee into that card, and then you can spend your assets in that way, right? And so this hyperlink would allow you to open up an account. And by the way, the account is free to open up, right? The partnership is also free to open up, right? However, once you open up the account, you're then prompted to make a decision on whether or not you just want to be a customer or you want to actually be a partner when you open up your account. Prospectively speaking, I'm going to say open up the account as a partner, because you still are able to make a decision to be an active member, and you can make a decision to be an active member later. But at least you're leveraging yourself with all the options available to you, as opposed to open up the account as a customer. All right. So I just want to make that clear, that this hyperlink will take you to allowing you open up an account that's free. However, don't open up the account as a customer. Do it as a partner, and because either way, you then won't have to worry about upgrading into the partnership, because as I'm saying, as a forward thinker and analyzer to what makes sense, what's going to allow you to optimize yourself with the most leverage, do it as a partner, being that it doesn't cost you anything extra to open it up. All right, we lost the music, however, so that means we're gonna be finishing the vibing session without any music, y'all. My apologies. Another one's coming on, with His Excellency Dr. Malakazo Doc York L, right? Chief Black Thunderbird Eagle, all right? Many of you all may or may not know. However, those that don't know, this is the one who inspires myself and many other forward-thinking people to do better, right? And he's known as Dr. Malakazo Doc York L, right? That one should come on. If it doesn't, I'm not going to try to play it to come on. We're gonna proceed with this vibing session, so I don't take too much of your time. And as again, greatly appreciate you all taking the time to vibe with this session, right? And apologize for taking so much of your time. However, you will see and realize that it is worth later, right? So as I've said, this hyperlink right here will take you to allow you to open up an account with partnering with the whole ecosystem, right? And then the next icon, and as I said, open up the account as a partner. And any questions that you all may have, don't hesitate. As I said, I've said many times before, decide to schedule a one-on-one, right? And if you like to send a direct message as to the time that's available, and you don't have to worry about giving a free will offer. If you want to offer something to show your appreciation, you may. You don't, you're fine. It matters not on whether or not you decide to do a free will offering. My passion, my intention is to share what I'm holding as value and to allow you to maximize yourself, allow you to start participating in what will bring value to yourself and others, right? In your family and those that are close that you care about, right? So but yeah, with that being said, if you have any questions, send a message on Instagram or go right to the foundation site itself and send a message, right? And schedule, right? And if it's something that you like to know more of in more detail, don't hesitate to ask, all right? So, but the next icon is the gold standard trade exchange. You click on this. This is a hyperlink that allows you to takes you to the gold standard trade exchange, where you have options to trade and exchange digital asset currencies on the global market, right? And as the title is fitting, they like to be looked at as the gold standard in trading digital currency assets, right? So when you open up that account is also free. You just have to decide to start funding and trading your assets, right? And then we scroll down, and of course, right here on our homepage, we're also talking about letting people know that we have our Aurora transfer service, the Aurora. I like to roll my R's, y'all. Don't talk about me, you know what I mean? The Aurora transfer service. We're being of service to helping people getting their small to medium-sized ticket items, and also, of course, food brought to them hot and ready to eat. Okay? And we also have an exclusive service that is for people that are actively participating. That's before they can go to install people that are actively participating in the estate trust. So it's exclusive. So if you want to be taken somewhere, the exclusive side of our Aurora Trust, Aurora Transfer Service is available for those that are actively participating in the estate trust and or actively participating with the foundation in some way, right? So that's not really an icon that you can click to join. That's just available for you to reserve us in advance until we get the app, and that's coming. All right. So the next thing is the icon, allowing people to be aware that we offer the service for arm protection service, a private arm protection service. Yes, you reserve us in advance for that as well. And also, we like to say for the Aurora transfer service and the private arm service, if you feel that you are fitting for that position, right? You have a craft in either one of those services, don't hesitate, send a message, let us know you want to be active in offering, participating, partnering, collaborating with us right? And then you'll be doing this, you'll be helping the foundation being able to handle the accounts that will be coming, right? Right. So then also the next icon we have is our gift giving tab, right? Or a gift giving icon. There's a tab on the foundation that allows you to be able to go to our gift giving store, right? And you'll be doing the foundation a service by patronizing us, gifting the idea to someone or gifting the idea to yourself, right? And so that is also available. And of course, if you like to be an entrepreneur, right, in sub-wholesaling, that is also available in home decor, being a sub-wholesaler, right? Which is another way that the foundation has to help in the foundation raise funds. Every different service, right? Every aspect of on these different services, right, on the homepage is to help us raise funds, raise for the foundation. And it's going to make sense on why, because the estate trust is for the people, right? The funds is reattributed back to the people in an incentivized way. We're incentivizing the people to be active in this mentoring, leveraging love movement, right? All this will make sense once you decide to schedule your one-on-one or group one-on-one, right? Because you can, do it as a group if you have a couple people, but not too many people because I don't want to be overwhelmed, right? No, I'm just playing. You schedule your one-on-one, and I'm going to do my best to make whatever questions that you may have clearer, and if it is possible to have visuals, that's going to be also having visuals, because some people, it's better to making things clearer when people are told what something is about, and they're able to see also. All right. And so the next service, it's not available as of yet, the lawn and garden care service, right? That is going to be coming. However, you can send a message now and put yourself on the list to where when we're ready, you will be on the list. And when the accounts start to come in, you will be one of the first ones that's being able to partner with us, collaborating, and being able to be an attendant for this lawn and garden care service, right? As I said, it's not available as of yet. So, and then we have also this next icon, the P.M.T.M.L.O discount notes. These discount notes, as I've said so many times before, you're automatically going to get a discount whenever you are patronizing our services. However, the discount note is really also another way that we're saying thank you for your patronage and support. And the various services that is within the foundation is accepted as a face value to be able to pay for your service, right? For the free will offering donation that we're asking for that service, right? So you get a discount, and then all of the active participants in the estate trust automatically gets a certain amount of discount notes given as a reward, right? Just wanted to say that, right? So that's the P.M.T.M.L.O Foundation discount notes, right? And that's also going to be the symbol that we're going to use on our discount notes as well. And then this is another service that we're looking to get back into, is the traveling service. That's going to be a banger right there. And so, as a matter of fact, because we're going to have the currency, we're going to be having the currency to travel, because that's what it's all about. That's why we say we got to have the great health, right? And we're going to be ready to receive our prosperity in abundance. And because we're going to have that in combination, great health and having the currency, we're going to be traveling, right? At least I'm knowing that I am, and I'm liking to think that I'm not going to be alone. So anyway, yeah, that's going to be a service that's coming later, right? And now we're going to the next thing. I'm going to try to sum this up so we can get to the state trust, and then we're going to preclude this. So my apologies if I'm going to start going a little bit fast, but as I've stated, more time can be set aside for questions, right? That we can go into detail and we can home in on more clarity, y'all, right? And so, as I said, don't hesitate, schedule your one-on-one, and we'll be able to go more into detail and answer your questions, right? So, so this next icon here, this P.M.T.M.L.O secure credit line, right? Instead of getting credit, you can get a credit line, right? The P.M.T.M.L.O foundation is all about encouraging people to get assets, right? It's all about realizing that we are the value we're supposed to be attaining assets. Well, there's platforms available to where when you have assets, you allow your assets to be your credit, because there are platforms that allow you to put your assets to work as in the form of credit for yourself. And then instead of you only paying credit card people that's extorting finance from you, you're paying yourself back with a little fee given to the not to the foundation, given a little fee given to the platform itself, because it's allowing you to it's extending this service to you of putting your assets into another form, which is credit, and extending it to you so that you can have credit, and then you're paying yourself back, which is paying back your own asset value, and you're not paying a whole bunch of interest, right? Because it's only coming back to you. But anyway, so this is what this platform is all about. And of course, as I stated, all of the platforms, whatever we put on here on our homepage, it has a compensation plan in place to where it's going to reward the foundation. And so it's going to help the foundation raise funds. So of course, whenever you use the hyperlink to open up an account, you're also helping the foundation, right? And of course, the foundation is encouraging you to giving yourself alternative ways to pay and be paid, right? Being active in asset attainment. When you open up your account, that platform is going to reward us. And then also, when you're opening up your account, it also no doubt allows you, when you start to share with other people who you know that is also attaining assets, you can encourage them to do the same, and then it's going to reward you. So it's all about sharing value that's going to give more value to you for being mindful, right? And being mindful and being responsible for, managing and budgeting your funds, your currency better, right? And so that's what this icon is all about, or this platform. This platform, you open up an account and it allows you to leverage your assets that will allow you, if you so choose to, turn it into credit, right? And so therefore, there's not a number or score necessary. It's just whether or not you have assets or you do not have assets. Of course, if you don't have the assets, you can't give yourself credit line, right? So let's go ahead and be active in attaining the assets, y'all. It's all only going to pay off and benefit us, right? So that's what that platform is for. Open up an account there will allow you to put your assets into a credit, allow you to give yourself credit, okay, by way of your assets. And then this platform right here, this is, as I said before, we have another go-to solution that we want to have people pay attention to, open up an account in, right? This is the V999, right? I know you remember me saying the G999, right? Or the G999. There's the G999 and the V999 because it's a hard fork from a previous project that's now hard fork into another project that's going to benefit people globally to making their life simple and easier. It's just that the direction on what these digital currency assets wanted to go could not be agreed upon. So it was a hard fork. Sometimes digital assets do that hard fork so that it doesn't slow down the momentum on what one idea is best for the people in that asset, and what idea is best for that other asset for the people, right? So an asset, a digital asset, or hard fork is what they call it, hard fork, and then it turns into a project still with momentum, however, with other benefits and perks that you can implement with that asset, if that makes sense. And for those that are not really mindful and aware about all the intricacies of what digital assets can and cannot do, right? That's another thing we can home in on for your questions, and we'll do our best to make clearer digital assets. And of course, you can find out more just by, researching, right, about digital currency assets, right? It's just always good to have mentors. That's what it's all about, mentoring. And like I said, I'm always here to do my best to make something clear. Especially I've been studying digital currency and been active in attaining assets and been active in everything dealing with advanced technology for the last 6 years. I'm pretty good with making something clear. And if I don't, we'll research it more out together. All right, if I don't know. All right, so but this P.M.T.M.L.O ecosystem, right? This V99 project has blossomed into another aspect, or blossom into an even better project, or another division, right? Because it's still the V99 ecosystem. It's still the V99 has what it has to offer, meaning that it's a gold digital currency asset. It's a digital currency asset that's actually backed or working in tandem with real gold. That's gold that's in storage that you can, eventually they're going to make it available to where you can redeem your V99 for actual gold, right? However, that's going to come later. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to say because it's blossomed into another aspect, another division. Sometimes they make a decision to say, well, we'll put that on hold. So I'm not even going to say that they're going to come up with being able to redeem your V99 for gold. We'll just say that is a possibility. However, now what it has blossomed into is what they call the M-based token, right? Because if you see here, this icon, it says, let me expand it and make it bigger so you all can see, right? It says V99 has blossomed into and working in tandem with the GNS and mind-based tokens. So the mind-based token is another digital asset that's a part now, another division that's working still with V99 and GNS project, right? The M-based token is a digital currency that allows you to get paid. You'll be paid the M-based token for working out. Meaning when as you're stepping, they're going to be launching an app that's coming in November, to where when you work out, you'll receive an M-based token currency, which is a global currency that you can redeem to spend, right? Right now, the only way that you can receive the currency is with the platform that you have to open up an account. And just by having an account with your email, right, your name, right, having the information, you open up your account. When you open up your account, you receive a M-based token. You receive the M-based token because you opened up your account. And then every 25 hours, you receive an M-based token, right? And keep it in mind, digital currency, and it just so happens to be this M-based token is a digital currency. It has value that you can redeem, right? And for doing something that you want to do anyway, and that is have an account to save your assets in. Well, just for having this account, it's going to reward you currency every 25 hours. That's like, all right, well, if you don't have to do anything, you don't have to do anything manually, and you don't have to do anything else to that account. You don't even have to add no more funds once you open an account if you want to. Either way, every 25 hours, as long as you have your account open from the first time, every 25 hours, you're going to get M-based currency, right? Now with the app, you'll be able to do steps. You'll be able to move around. The app later, from working out, from moving, you'll receive an M-based token. Okay? Now, when you open up your account, there's more information you can read about, because later, what they're going to be adding to this ecosystem is that it's going to be just like they have with metaverses, to where people, they all day playing in the metaverse, and they play in these games. And I'm not going to say none of the platforms in the metaverse is rewarding currency. Not all of them are rewarding currency. And then you're playing the game and you're just having fun, but you're not rewarding real currency. They are coming out now with platforms to where when you're active in the metaverse playing these games, you're rewarded currency. Well, this is one of these platforms to where this M-base token, you'll be rewarded M-base tokens for playing games, right? That's another aspect that's going to be coming that will allow you to receive the M-base token. Advanced technology is all about giving us alternative ways to not only pay and be paid with assets, but it's also giving us ways to where we have streams of currency. We have a way to where we're getting paid for doing what we want to do anyway, right? That's what digital, that's what the advanced technology, right? Blockchain technology is doing. And now with non-fungible tokens, right? You hear people talk about non-fungible tokens. With non-fungible tokens to where you have a digital asset that's put into the blockchain, but there's also art that's affixed to it. And so now the value of that art will go up. And because it goes up, whatever you exchange, however much funds you exchange for that non-fungible token, which is called an NFT, right? It's called an NFT. Whatever you exchange for the NFT at the first time you did it, when you go to exchange it, it's going to be worth more in value, right? That's what advanced technology is doing. It's allowing us to have a stream of currency that will appreciate in value. It's allowing us to have currency for being active, for doing what we already doing anyway. All we have to do is learn more about the blockchain advanced technology space. And the more you know, the more you can do better, right? Once we know better, we're able to begin to do better. And so that's what advanced technology is all about. Not just to say to trade currency and to be used on the as they call it, the black market. But it's not just the black market. The whole world is using the digital currency space now, the advanced technology space. At first, they just tried to get people to not be active in advanced technology, but now it's becoming an asset. And so now the global market on the public side is wanting to say, yeah, well, we got to become active with this and be ahead of the game, because if we don't, we won't be relevant and people won't even participate with us and we won't be able to tax people no more. But I ain't gonna go into that. Let me go back to what I'm saying about this platform. This platform, you can open up an account and it's called the M-base token. This hyperlink right here will take you to where you can open up your account and you can read more about the V999, which is the G and S. Well, not this, okay. This hyperlink would have taken you to the V99 platform, but the V99 right now is under maintenance and they're upgrading the system. So not this hyperlink, but the one up here. Where is it? Right here, where it says, for the Mind-based coin, click to join, right? So when you click this two, right? See how it turned into a finger? You click that, that will take you, that hyperlink will take you to the M-base platform and allow you to open up a free account. It's a free account again. You can decide to transfer your value into the platform to put your value to work the way when you want to, right? Alternative currencies allows us alternative way to save our value, allows us alternative way to pay and be paid in assets. That's what advanced technology is all about, right? And like I said, as a forward thinker, I'm loving that I'm vibing with forward thinking people. When forward thinking people is all about thinking in a forward way, thinking in a way to being active and learning about what will make something simple and easy for me, what will make something simple and easier to give me more currency without taking more of my time away, right? We want to be working smarter, not harder. Advanced technology encourages and assists us in that. Advanced technology, digital currency, blockchain space, as I said, prospectively speaking, is one of the best gifts that the source used people to come up with this idea, right? So yeah, the more active, the more you know about digital currencies and the way that digital currencies work, right? And as I said, myself, I'm available. Schedule a one-on-one. If you have a question, if you don't want to schedule, if you don't want to schedule a one-on-one, that will, as far as 30 minutes or hour, you don't need that much time. If you send a message, you got enough. If you just have a simple question and you feel like, well, I can read myself, I can check it out myself. Cool, that's good. Go ahead and do that. But if you have a question, send it on Instagram, right? If you got my numbers, you got my digits, right? Send me a message on the phone. Okay? And if as long as I'm not busy, I'm gonna respond real quick. However, if I don't respond real quick, I'll respond before the day is out. I tell you that, right? And say, that's what I say. I'm serious, I'm passionate, and I'm doing my best because as long as we are all knowing, right? As long as we are all being able to generate currency, you all right, I'm all right, we all are all right. And nobody's needing no one else more than, no one else is more needing one or other more than just vibing with each other, more than just patronizing, supporting one another. I know that's, as I say, I'm optimistically thinking, right? However, in time, if we all are receiving currency, right? If we all are active in doing for ourselves and then, offering services to each other and it's still currency coming in, what would be the reason on why we feeling like that we can't do, we don't have no time to do what we like to do. We don't have no time to spend our funds. No, in having currency coming in, it frees up time. And having currency going to work for us, instead of us working hard for it, it frees up time. That's what it's all about, getting our time back, y'all. That's what it's all about, getting our time back and being active in patronizing ourselves. Because with the strong, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get back to this. In having a strong economic circulating supply of currency and a strong economic global base of activity, right? That makes all of our, that makes our country, that makes wherever we are strong economically, right? So the economy would have to get better, right? If no one is in debt, what would be the reason of having a high national debt? There would be no reason, because we're not worried about getting credit no more. We all about having assets. We all about knowing that we are the assets. We all about knowing that if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't be successful. So guess what? If we make a decision and say that the only way that these businesses, even governments, it doesn't matter, because the people is what makes anything successful, any endeavor successful. If we say we're not going to patronize you until you decide to have a comp plan in place, like the foundation is a foundation that's all about saying we cherish and treasure we treasure your patronage and support, and it's giving back rewards, currencies and currencies and rewards and perks. Well, y'all got to step y'all game up. And when that happens, when everybody's thinking in that type of way, then no doubt the whole country, right? Well, we're gonna start with the city. All of the cities, all of the towns will improve, and the economy will improve. There will be really having no reason to where we need a higher debt seal, higher debt seal, and all this printing of the currency that's devaluing the currency. Well, I'm not gonna get started. Let me shut up. So, because I'm prospectively speaking, of course, I'm gonna stay with the optimistic mind of saying, once we know better, we will begin to do better. Once we are looking at ourselves as the value and not settling for anything less than what we feel that we should be valued by, any place that we give support, any place that we give patronage to, they should be given currency rewards or some type of currency, even if they don't want to reward with something like perks and some currency coming back, right? Because they are keeping everything. Say you don't like someone who's always in your presence, that's all about always taking. Well, the corporations, the government, whoever it is, we should not be wanting to be around them, always giving, right? Because they're always taking. And then even more taxes and all that kind of stuff, that's still taken. Anyway, let me go back. I'm gonna
digress and move forward in this part, because I'm taking too much of y'all's time. I'm kind of like being inconsiderate. So y'all, forgive your man, right? As a forward-thinking, passionate individual, I'm a passionate person about always sharing what I know that can improve someone else, because I'm knowing that it's improving. We're gonna get to that. Let me shut up. We're gonna get to where I'm gonna show y'all what's happening in different accounts. We're gonna log in because we're gonna close out and showing the activity in a couple of the platforms. I wanted to show more, but we're gonna close out and showing a couple of the platforms. Right? We're gonna talk a little bit about the estate trust, but at your leisure, you can read the estate trust yourself. As I said a couple times before, at your leisure, read the estate trust, because I'm not going to do anything else other than what you all can do yourself, and that is read, right? Reading is always going to become fun for us mentally, because what we, and getting the information that we need to implement in our life that can improve our everyday life, it becomes fun for us mentally and physically, right? All right, so okay, all right, so this is the last icon, and this other platform is at the moment also offline because it's also upgrading. It's also in maintenance mode to upgrading, right? So we don't only have to talk about that one either. So that was the last thing, all right? So that's what's on the homepage. I know I kind of like crammed a whole bunch as far as the foundation, but now that was a good walkthrough, virtual walkthrough. Thank you all for walking through this virtual tour on the homepage. So now we're gonna go to the estate trust real quick, right? Right. So the estate trust, as I said, the estate trust should be looked at as our comp plan. The comp back to the people that is actively participating with us, the foundation, right? And as I've stated, the foundation, for this launch, we are the Golden Star People's Foundation, right? The Golden Star People's Foundation that's looking for mentors that's going to be active with our council, right? Our Golden Star People's Foundation Council, right? For all of the other near future and extended future goals that we will be putting in place, right? Right. So if you feeling like that you fit the criteria to being a mentor, right? And all the criteria is needed to be a mentor. All is needed to be a mentor is that you have to look at yourself and know that you are the value. You're embracing the fact that you are the value, that you're active in attaining assets. You are active in uplifting yourself, right? Astute in your studies for uplifting yourself, astute in your studies for being active in leveraging love. Leveraging love is sharing with people what you're holding as value, what has started to improve in your everyday life. You're not supposed to say, as I've said so many times, I'm always saying this. Whenever the spirit, whatever you like to call upon, and all of us always saying the same. So I always like to keep it simple and easy with the higher power. What we acknowledge is a higher power. That source, that sustainer moves through us all and moves through us whenever we ask for what we need, we receive, especially when we are asking and we are going out after we ask for what we are needing. Not just keep on asking and thinking that it's supposed to come. No, it's going to come once we get out and begin to do after you ask for, it's no doubt going to come. You just got to take those couple steps. And if you take that couple steps, that's one step. And then the rest of the steps coming towards you, right? Many people say, okay, well, why are you saying a couple steps? Well, because when you walk, one step doesn't get you some distance from where you are. It takes a couple steps to get that distance from one spot that you are to the next spot. So you got to have 2 steps or maybe 4 steps to see some distance from where you started to the next one. So you always have to take a couple steps, which makes 1 step, and then the source, the sustainer, takes the rest of the steps towards you. And so we're shared. When that when that old ancient of all loving spirit moves through us and gives us an idea, right? And begins to improve our life, we're not supposed to keep it to ourselves, right? That makes your cup runneth over. And that means you're splurging, right? You're keeping it to yourself. No, we're supposed to, the cups begin to run over. Well, you're supposed to share it. We share it with others. And by sharing it with others, then that means the cup is not overflowing. The cup is just always full. Anyway, my mind, my perspective. Anyway, so the gifting ideas that you share is you sharing love, what was shared to you, right? What was shared to us. And that no doubt is always just going to improve, not just our life, but others around us, right? And that one saying is that surround yourself with like-minded individuals, or surround yourself with successful people. Well, you surround yourself with people who have potential for improving themselves. You surround yourself with people who are potentially or actively thinking forward, right? They're not stagnant, they're thinking forward. They're no longer thinking backwards. They're no longer satisfied with being stagnant, right? Or being mediocre. They're no longer satisfied with being mediocre. We're satisfied with settling for no less than greatness, right? And surrounding yourself with people who are forward with their thoughts. That means we will get to the point to where all those that are around us is also rich in thought, right? Also successful, right? Because we are tapping into potential. Right? Oh, I apologize, y'all waving. Let me wave back at y'all right real quick. Waving back. Thank y'all for waving. Wave back, wave. Get to it, wave. Appreciate y'all. Oh, nephew, what's going on? Appreciate you all. Waving. Let me shot. Appreciate you, nephew. Appreciate you, Diane. Thank y'all so much for joining. And I can't get to the other one. It's not letting me scroll down. But everybody, I appreciate y'all taking the time to buy. But yeah, so as we preclude this, we summon this out because, like I said, we're gonna close out with logging in and showing you all where we attain our assets and showing you all that actually digital currency allows your value. It pays you. It rewards you, right? It pays to put your value to work. Meaning it pays you to put your value to work by rewarding you more currency. Right? Once you put that certain amount of value in there, that currency is going to keep on coming back to you with multiply, because currency is just like current. It loves to move, right? The more you move currency, the more it's going to reward you with more than what you put out, right? So the value always looks from where it came. The current always looks from where it comes from, right? Much like what you put out into the universe, it always going to come back, right? Whatever you put out always comes back, right? So yeah, we're going to close out with that. But so let me finish this estate trust. So here in the estate trust, you have a position, a title position, right? For whatever your position and title that's economically feasible for you, that's the position you stuck with. Right? And you're helping the foundation raise funds. Right? And this is one of the ways that the foundation raise funds is by way of the state trust. And the funds is being raised, as I've said so many times before, for the purpose of reattributing in an incentivized way currency back to the people, right? And no doubt this rewards, when you just do the numbers, you calculate, like as I said, you all can take the time to read yourselves, right? I have the recordings to where I've read it a couple of times. However, I just want to have more interaction with forward they can go to install group. I want us to really take the time and have vibrant sessions to where you all are asking questions, especially maybe on the Zoom, to where not just on Instagram, because the Instagram is, I have that on on this little tripod thing, and I can't really get to it, and I can't scroll up, but where it's more difficult, or as I said, you can send a direct message. But these currency rewards from you participating in the state trust, and you deciding to say, which position do I want to start at? You're receiving currency rewards. And the currency rewards is comprised of virtual digital rewards, right? However, these virtual digital rewards are in tandem with the digital currency assets that are on the global market, right? These virtual currency rewards are no doubt also working in tandem with the digital currency on the global market. Meaning that if you decide, you have the option to take your virtual digital currency rewards and exchange it into the digital currency on the global market. You just have to let the foundation know that that's what you want to do, change it into, so you're basically going to be rewarded an asset in virtual form, right? You can even take it to the global market if you open up an account, if you have the account open. If you don't have the account open, like I said, no worries, because some people are still worried about saying, oh, I don't trust the space yet, or I don't want to give my information. Okay, that's cool. You don't have to, because the foundation is also, these virtual digital currencies is also able to be redeemed, right? You can redeem your virtual digital currencies quarterly, right? It has a redemption aspect to it. So where you're rewarded these virtual digital coins, these virtual digital tokens that can also be redeemed by way of the foundation, right? Just as the discount notes can be redeemed. And as I said, it's quarterly, every 3 months, you automatically can redeem that amount. And then you also have a certain value for when you're sharing also what you're doing with the foundation with others, as others come in that you invite for whatever position that they decide is economically feasible for them. It doesn't matter where someone comes in. It matters what your position is, because that's the reward that you receive for that individual that's invited in. And then also, if he's like, well, I don't want to invite nobody in, all right? Well, if you don't want to invite no one in, the foundation says, we still value your participation in the estate trust. So every month, the foundation is going to give you one virtual person, right? Meaning that when you take this into account and you read this, that means there's no way possible that your currency rewards will turn into a savings plan that if you keep going to the 6th month, that's the month, basically, depending on the position, that's the month that you're actually able to break even if you invite no one in, right? If you invite no one to be active with the foundation and encourage them to be part of this mentoring, leverage, and love movement, right? Be active and participate in this group economics, certain like supply of currency, which is a group economics activity, right? The foundation is we want to be looked at as the infrastructure that's in place that allows us to have somewhere where we are saying is the treasury, to have currency reattributed back to us based on our activity. So no matter what, even though we're spending, even though we're saving and spending, we're also still able to stack, right? Because as I've said, once you reach the 6 months, the first 6 months, the first 5 months is definitely for helping the foundation raise funds, right? However, at the 6 months, even if you don't invite no one in, you are definitely breaking even and then stacking from that point on, right? And then there's other aspects to the foundation that we're going to be implementing in place. As I've said, we're going to have our ongoing campaign for raising funds on the Aurora transfer service side, right? For the funds are going to be raised to help bring the app into fruition. Even after the app is in fruition, it needs updates, right? So that means it's going to be a perpetual, ongoing campaign in place for raising funds. And everyone that's active in the state trust can keep participating in the campaign for raising funds. in that campaign, I'm going to give a little snippet about it again. I've already said what it was before. Based on your activity with this campaign, meaning if you decide to do from 1 to 5,000 of helping the foundation raise funds, whatever your value price, or whatever your value amount of a free will offering donation, it's basically going to work because you are then assigned a certain number of operators that is with the Aurora transfer service that you're going to be receiving a certain amount for, and a certain amount for a certain amount of months that will be reattributed back to you the amount that you helped the foundation raise plus rewards in currency amount, right? So we don't want people to just be helping us raise funds. We want them to be active in receiving currency in return, right? That's the way we're going to be globally looked at as the model for financial global improvement, right? This is a movement for financial global improvement, right? And improving the stability for people's currency coming into their home, right? Which is currency coming into their pocket. And doing that, that means our economy for each city improves, right? And from each city improvement, that's each state improvement. When each state and city improve, each city state improvement, it goes to the whole country, it's a national thing, right? And so on and so on. So the way the whole globe is improving because everyone's mindset will begin to look at themselves as the value. Everyone's mindset will begin to say, well, wait a minute, all these different businesses, organizations, foundations, or saying that they about saying, oh, we're offering this service or product. And all they doing is taking and taking and taking and not giving back. Depleting the pockets and not replenishing the pockets, right? So anyway, that's like I say, prospectively speaking, and I'm loving to think my perspective that I'm speaking is going to catch on to no doubt, really a forward way of thinking and a common way of thinking, right? That will improve everyone to where everyone is winning off of financial gains, as opposed to just businesses, stores, and corporations and governments only the ones winning, right? So, yeah. But that, at your leisure, everyone, we greatly appreciate you taking the time to read the estate trust, right? As a matter of fact, check out the whole foundation itself, right? And I'm feeling like you will not be disappointed once you take the time to read. And any questions that you all may have, don't hesitate. And I know I'm seeing that you are asking questions, putting stuff in the chat. And I'm not really looking at it because this device that I have, I'm not really seeing it. I want to finish out and close out with saying when I'm sharing the screen with the platform, right? I'm gonna close out with that, and I'm not gonna really be trying to do a whole bunch of talking about it. I'm only gonna be just bringing out different points on putting your value to work. I'm not gonna be really saying about how that platform works and what you have to do in putting your assets to work and everything. That will be realized later. You can learn about that later. I just want to show people the reality that having value working for you in the global market does pay, right? Having value working for you in the global market is a great savings plan, right? A great way to alternatively save, pay and be paid. Excuse me, right? So definitely at your leisure, everyone, take the time to browse to the foundation, right? Check out all the tabs. However, paying most, homing in more on the estate trust tab, right? Home and more on there, and the homepage. And if any of you all have any questions, y'all need help in open up your accounts in any one of those participating platforms, you need some assistance, I'm gonna do my best. Like as I said, but it's self-explanatory, right? You know, when we taking the time to be more passionate about reading, reading becomes fun for us mentally, because having fun reading what we're reading, that's improving what we're needing to do in our everyday life. Well, reading becomes fun for us mentally because it becomes fun for us physically, okay? Because it's improving our everyday way of life, making it simpler, easy. Okay? So as I said, with that being said, you know, it's other position that goes all the way up, right? And then it also, we also are going to be launching our premier discount notes, right? You know, these discount notes are a special edition, and it's going to be looked at as our version of NFTs, non-fungible tokens. As a matter of fact, we're all going to be having non-fungible tokens we're taking to the blockchain, right? Because as I said, the foundation is all about being creative, and we are original, and we have creative and original ways to where we're incentivizing people to participate in what we have going on. We have you know, creative ways and incentivizing people to realize that we are a foundation that's like no other foundation, a foundation that's about giving to the people that are actively participating with the foundation, and not just saying we're going to go to people that's in need to helping them, when all of us, the people that's actively participating, are in need, right? We all are in need, and by us coming together, we all are satisfying our needs, right? Coming together and getting this job, this mission done. And the mission is all about uplifting ourselves, uplifting each other, and so thus we are all uplifting humanity. So I know I'm gonna have to log back in. I'm gonna probably have to stop sharing. Yep, I already knew, because the first one we're gonna go to is the M-base, the mind base. Matter of fact, I'm gonna X this out because I gotta log back in. So we'll go from the estate trust. So we'll go to the home page, and we're going to click on a hyperlink, you know, showing you that the hyperlink takes you to logging in, right? I think it takes me to logging in. It even takes me to logging in to open up an account. Let me see. If it's taking me to logging in, I still should be able to, I'm still going to be able to click on it and take me to logging into the page. So let's see. We click on the word "to." It opens up another window, right, to open up an account. Okay? And then while I'm here, because I want to show y'all the actual platform itself, by me clicking on Mindbase, it should take me to the, oh, it won't take me to the, all right, no worries. I wanted to log in. So I wanted to show y'all that, you know, you can go to Mindbase. You can just go to mindbase.com, right? And see the platform, right? If you want to have a visual on the platform, or if you want to wait until I'll show the Mindbase and you know the Mindbase homepage, not creating an account page, but the Mindbase homepage another time, not this time, but another time, you know, you can just open up your account right now. But anyway, I'm going to log in, right? So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen right now. Y'all gonna see the wall. Y'all gonna see the little expression wall for a moment while I'm logging in, right? And we on Zoom too, so y'all, this is being recorded, right? So Zoom, y'all can see all the interaction on Zoom, like Instagram can see what I'm doing, okay? But one moment, y'all, while I log in here. And then authentication, say, you know, it's privacy and security. You got to have a double, it's not just the easy way to get in your account because that's your assets. And so that's the reason why it's taking me a little bit of time to log in. It don't take a lot of time though. It's just a couple extra steps for security, right? All right, so now we're going to turn it back around. This is the M-Base. This is the M-Base platform, right? This is an M-Base platform ecosystem, right? And just from having an account, right? So let's go to the wallet, right? Right. You have various currencies, right? You have various currencies that you'll have in your wallet. That's these assets that you can attain, right? Not from here, but you can attain the assets from the G99 ecosystem, or if you have Coinbase, or if you have Crypto.com, those various other places, right? But this M-Base is a place where you put your currency to work, right? So as I said, every 25 hours, a little over a day, you receive a token. You have to open up your account first, right? And open up your account is called period of time. All of this is self-explanatory once you open up the account and read about it, right? I'm just bringing out the little points on the way that this works. Real easy and simple. Once you open up your account, you go to period of time, and when it comes time, because I just did it. I just before we went live, I reset my clock because it gave me a coin. My period of time was up. So every 27, I'm just gonna say 27 hours. This is like a little more than 24. It's like 20. I'm just gonna say 27 hours, right? Every 27 hours, your clock resets. Your value amount to minting, right, for mining another mine-based coin, it's going to take you, the value that's needed to mine another mine-based coin is $6 at the moment. It's $6.50. That's the value rate, right? That's the value rate to exchange this currency as well, right? It's right now $6.50, right? However, it fluctuates up and down, of course. However, on the platform, the value of this currency right now to mint one is $6.50. So it doesn't matter that it fluctuates up and down. That's healthy for people that likes to trade currency. And so this mine-based token is perfect for people that likes to what they call day trade on the global currency market, because the value in the mine-based platform, right? In this platform, this ecosystem says, in order to mine a mine-based token, meaning in order to make one, in order to receive a mine-based token, your value, when your time doesn't reset until it reaches $6.50, 6.50. Once it does that, a code appears. You put that code in here, right? To make sure it's right, you copy and paste it. You just copy and paste that code. Once you copy and paste that code into this spot, your clock resets. Now, it doesn't mint or give you the token until you come here and copy and paste that code, right? You solidify the action of the time going by to giving you the value of $6.50, right? Because I'm saying all that to say, don't just not log in once you open up the account, thinking that if you go 2 or 3 days, you'll have 2 or 3 mine-based tokens. No, you have to be interacting with this platform. It wants you to log in when it's time and, manually put that code in, and then it will reset the clock and it's going to give you a mine-based token, right? And you'll look at, there as a chart. It has a chart on the platform, right? Let's see if I can find that chart. Let me go to the dash. It has a chart on the platform, and it shows you what the value is projected to be once a certain amount of mine-based tokens are minted, right, put into circulation by way of people resetting their resetting their clock and pasting that code, right? And then also registering their wallets, right? The other way that you receive currency is from registering your wallets of your digital currency, right? Because like I said, because mine reset, it's not showing any value right now. Not all of them. Let me see. It's some of them. Yeah, it's not showing. These are my personal ones, right? These are my personal wallets where I have it. The system is going to reward me currency because every time you move digital currency out of wallets, there's a fee. This platform is able to say, oh, you moved your currency. Let's take some of that fee that they took from you and put it towards minting the currency, the mind-based currency. So that it's basically a recycling currency that you transferred your funds and it charged, you know, the system, the ecosystem is always, every time there's movement of currency, there's always a fee, right? So basically, I'm just gonna say in a nutshell, we're rewarded currency for moving currency. We are rewarded currency for spending our currency, right? Being active in this platform, right? There's videos, there's more information on it. I'm just bringing out the powerful points in the way that this system works. You can also, when you, as I stated, these platforms that's on the homepage has a comp plan in place. This is basically the comp plan to where because you're active, you're going to receive an M-based token. Okay? If right now it's only on 2 platforms, there's going to be other platforms that's going to that it's going to open up on, right? And when you go to these platforms, you can decide to get more of the M-based tokens yourself, right? By taking your value, right? Taking your value, exchanging it for the M-based token, right? Now you have an asset. However, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. However, you know, but it's all about attaining assets and holding those assets and allowing those assets to waiting for those assets to appreciate in more value so that you can redeem those assets for profits and gains. Right? That's the way that digital currencies work. It's a patience waiting game, right? And then also what affects these digital currencies is demand. People wanting to have that asset, right? It's a really creative way for allowing us as the people to receive profits and gains without having to depend on banks to be rewarding us for us putting our cash into their system and then depending on them to be honorable to reward us. And why would a bank ever do that? They have not yet done it and they're not going to, because just like they do it, we could be doing it too, especially because advanced technology is here, right? So prospectively speaking, if people decide to keep on putting their cash, their funds in a bank, they're saying, yes, I want you to keep on robbing me my value of what I should be receiving that you're keeping for yourself, for using my funds, for putting my funds to work putting my funds to work in the global market. You're doing it on behalf of me and you're not rewarding me my just due. However, they're cleared from any type of they're in their mind, they're not taking advantage of you because they're not forcing you to put your funds in the bank. Before there was no other option. Now that advanced technology is here, there's options. There's alternative ways to saving your funds. There's alternative ways to putting your value to work, right? So this is this one platform creatively. It's creative in a way to where you can open up an account. It doesn't cost you anything to get your currency, to be rewarded currency. However, if you do invite people to do the same. You are rewarded a little more, a 10% sponsor bonus, right, for doing so. And as I said, this is another way that the foundation is helping the foundation raise funds, because it's on the homepage. And as we encourage people to save in an alternative asset, they have a comp plan in place to reward us for sharing this importance, right? So this is one platform, the Embase. Like I said, I wish I would have, I wish I could have a picture to show what my balance was at the start, but it's now at 4,384. I want y'all to take a mental picture if you like, right? And in 2 days, you'll see what the amount is, right? And by the end of the month, you'll see what the amount is, right? But this is one platform, so that's one. So we're gonna log out of here, and we're gonna go to the next one, right? And that's one of the G99. That's the GS Partners, right? The GS Partners platform. I'm not gonna go, well, yeah, I'm not gonna go from the foundation page. I'm just gonna, I already got it up here, so I wanna do it like this, because we're gonna get off here after this one. This is the other, I got a, this is the other platform. This is, I just wanted to show you all this too, right? The next time, maybe we'll go to the metaverse and log into there. But this is the last one, because we're gonna end this vibrant session after this and close this out, right? So wait a minute, let me turn it around as I log in, right? We're gonna turn this around and we're gonna log into here. Okay, this account. Yeah, so it takes a little while. It's not that simple, easy, just putting the password in. You gotta do a little quick move of a puzzle, and then you got to do two-factor authentication, right? Then you gain access. And then when you're moving funds, it's not that simple to move the funds out neither, so that people don't just have an easy way to your assets. And we appreciate the privacy and security. So let me see, where's that code at? Right there, a couple of them. Right there. 3, 0, 2, 9. Right. Okay, so turn the camera back around, right? And so, all right, so now, oh, hey, right, I got the, so the membership, I got to do the membership, and I'm gonna come back and do the membership fee. I ain't worrying about the membership fee right now anyway. So, but this is what gives us access to attaining assets, right? Gives us all the rewards and perks, right? By renewing your membership, this allows you access to attaining assets, right? This also allows you access to be rewarded in the comp plan, right? So basically, the 33 USDT membership fee is also used in your comp plan, right? Meaning, even though you're paying 33 USDT, you're still going to get an asset in return, right? And the asset that you receive is called the Lydian Lion asset, right? You'll also get the non-fungible token, right? And you can also use your Lydian World, which is the Lydian Lions. You can use that currency to become a citizen in Lydian World. Being a citizen in Lydian World pays you currency, right? You can be a citizen in one country or all the countries. I'm not even going to, I'm just piquing your interest on the way that this one works. right? However, on this platform, you have various different currencies, right? And I would have the reason why I'm not going to, I would have to transfer the funds in here, and I want to get off of here. So I don't have any Bitcoin, I don't have no Ethereum, and I don't have no USDT in this account right now for 33 bucks. So I would have to transfer. But if I did have the 33 bucks in here already, I would, show how you transfer the funds. You click this button, right? And you can do 1 month, you can do 3 months, you can do 6 months, or you can do 12 months. However, this is tied to a comp plan, right? When the 33 bucks really basically goes to work for you, because I'm going to pull up the comp plan real quick. Try to anyway, pull it up quick. Because I want to show you that there's a comp plan in place. Is it open? There's a compensation plan in place for becoming a member. It rewards your asset. It gives you access to attaining assets. And then you also can invite others to do the same, attain assets, put their value to work, and you're rewarded a compensation for doing so, right? So you're 33 in so many words, it's gonna go to work for you because you're rewarded currency back for going to work, right? So I'm gonna expand this and make this bigger, right? And this is the last thing that I'm gonna show, and then we're gonna close this out. But you're 33, when you share with at least 3 people, there's a 15% commission on whatever they do with attaining assets. Whatever way that they are active in the ecosystem, you receive percentage commission on those 3. And you receive a commission on those people's 3, and those people 3. It goes 9 level tiers in this comp plan, right? And if you do nothing else other than invite 3 and still attain your assets every month, where just 33 bucks for the month, and then take however much you want to put the work as far as your certificates in the Lydian world. Because the Lydian world, you can also not just be, you can be a citizen in the world and receive currency, and then you can also trade your value with BD Swiss. And as I said, there's price point values that you can put to work: 500, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. There's price points, amounts. And BD Swiss, you all can Google BD Swiss. BD Swiss is who will be on the global market trading your currency. They are the ones that's partnered with our metaverse Lydian world, right? So you don't have to invite people in and receive currency from your funds going to work. However, if you do invite people in, it allows you to generate more currency. Now, just as y'all saw, there's a PDF here. You can look at this PDF. You can scroll down and look at this chart table, and you can read all the different benefits for partnering with the ecosystem. And it has it all right here, right? It has that chart and everything. It tells you about the pay card. It tells you about the different levels of pay cards we have, right? Where you're able to use and spend your currency rewards, right? And so so that is the way this ecosystem rewards you is by way of having a comp plan in place to where you can invite people to the ecosystem and they can begin to save in an alternative way, put their assets to work in the global market in a creative way by way of the Lydian world, the metaverse, right? And by way of inviting people into the ecosystem where they can attain their assets, right? So you can put $33 minimum to work in the global market by becoming a member. Your membership is going to work for you basically because you're able to invite other people into the ecosystem so that they can attain their assets, right? And or you can also invite them into Lydian World. So this is going to be the last thing. We're going to close out with Lydian World, but I'm not going to log into Lydian World. I'm just going to click on to taking us to Lydian World. Lydian World is our own metaverse to where you can open up an account here in Lydian World, and in Lydian World you can become a citizen in one country or all the countries, and you rewarded currency for being a citizen in Lydian World, right? And then you also can put value to work with the BD Swiss broker, right? With the broker, the currency broker known as BD Swiss, right? And you can put value to work, and that goes to work for you as well as you're able to invite people into the ecosystem and you're rewarded commission based on the way that they save in their assets and attain their assets. You're rewarded currency, right? There's a whole comp plan in place. There's for the Lydian world, there's a game book because it's basically this metaverse gamified real life activity, right? Right? Citizen in the real world, you could be a citizen in Lydian world. You can be a citizen in a couple countries in the real world, but you can be a citizen in all the countries in Lydian, right? The more citizenships you have in Lydian world, the more currency rewards you receive. And you can also put your value to work with BD Swiss, and BD Swiss trades your value for 18 months. And but we'll have in the next doctrine session, we'll go into Lydian world more, right? We'll of course we'll go into the foundation and its state trust. And of course we'll talk about the homepage again a little bit, how to gain access to those accounts, but not as much as a virtual tour. And then also we'll log into Lydian world and show the activity that is happening in Lydian world, the next Bible session, right? So I know I took a lot of time. I apologize for not being as mindful with your time. However, this was a relaunch, right? This was a relaunch. Let me log out here. This was a relaunch to the foundation, right? And of course, as I've said, the foundation is, we want to be looked at as the go-to solution for all your asset attaining needs, right? Our foundation wants to be looked at as the go-to solution for all your asset attaining needs, right? And other services that we have to offer that you can implement in your everyday life to making your life simpler and easier. Right? And as I've said before, we want to reiterate the fact that we are the assets, and of course, because we are mindful and aware that we are the assets, we're supposed to be having our own circulating supply of currency by patronizing and supporting ourselves. Right? And so because the foundation is spearheading this endeavor for this mentoring, leveraging love movement, we're encouraging people to be active and participate in the foundation's estate trust, to receiving currency and rewards, and not just open up an account and being active with all the different platforms on our homepage. We're encouraging you to be active with the estate trust, right? Because prospectively speaking, our state trust rewards currency more lucratively than any of these other platforms that we are in collaboration with, prospectively speaking, of course. Right? So as I've said, this is the relaunch of our foundation, right? And we are the Golden Star People's Foundation, right? A Golden Star People's Foundation that is also putting together the council, right? A council of forward-thinking people, right? People that want to be on this council, be active in this mentoring, leverage, and love movement, right? And as a mentor, if you are a mentor, you have the option to being on the council, right? And as I said, we are spearheading a movement, right? And then it's more to come about our foundation, right? I want to say more, but I'm not going to say more. But right now, this is enough, right? We are the gold standard, right? I'm going to say this. That's it. We are the gold standard solution for the gold. We are the gold standard solution for golden people, the golden star global people. Right? We want to be looked at as the go-to solution, right? And we're setting the bar high, and we're saying we're the gold standard in that, right? We're setting the bar high for any other foundation that decides to come up on the market saying that they are for the people and they're offering a service to the people, right? And by way of the people, we will be the ones that will encourage people to uplift themselves, right? And so thus we are all uplifting humanity. And that's what it's all about. Greatly appreciate you all for what they can Golden Star Global People. Again, hashtag we are the assets. Hashtag been our time. Hashtag we on the move. Right? Love to see all of y'all on the flip side of this golden era. Right? And I say on the flip side because gold coins, right? The gold, that's the real deal, right? And because we are the golden people, it's only right that we'll be about a golden standard. So yeah, greatly appreciate you all taking the time to vibe. Have an outstanding and amazing, what's this? The Shu Ba'at Tainin Di'eyi, right? Have an outstanding and amazing Shabbat or Surdity, rest of your Surdity, right? Be amazing, be supreme in your own right. Don't settle for anything less than what you feel that you're valued, right? We're so looking forward to doing more with each and every one of you all, right? We're so looking forward. And it's another aspect of what the foundation has to offer, right? As far as looking at ourselves as a nation of forward-thinking people, right? It's another asset. It's another aspect to the foundation, right? And basically, what was being shared right now in so many words. Oh, I forgot about that. Anyway, it's okay. I forgot about this other platform. We'll definitely talk about the Supreme Love, right? 999.9. This was that's another aspect right there with that star, with the symbol of love in every language. That symbol of love in the middle. The who symbol. I forgot to share that. I forgot to talk about that platform. Anyway, we're gonna do that the next time. We're gonna talk about that one. The next vibing session, and we're gonna also go into the Lydian world to show assets going to work for us in the Lydian world, right? And it's all about showing people that what we do and what we're sharing is real, as opposed to just telling people what they should do and telling people that something could be beneficial to them, right? It's better to show people that we're not just talking, we're not just talking about something, we're being about something as best we possibly can, right? This is this has been a little different, right? It's been a long day too, y'all. Y'all can tell I'm getting a little sleepy, right? However, at the same time, I'm still excited. I'm still looking forward to seeing you all on the next one-on-one, right? Schedule your one-on-one, right? Schedule your one-on-one, and we'll do our best to make any questions that you may have clear, right? So have an outstanding, amazing, glorious, productive rest of your night, day, wherever you may be, day, shadow hour, afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Just make sure it's outstanding and amazing, and be magnanimous, y'all. Be supreme in your own right, and don't settle for anything less than what you know your value. Right? Don't settle for anything less. It's especially in this day and time where heaven is becoming more apparent. Okay? It's our day. It's our time. The only ones that stopping us for having more and being active doing more is ourselves, right? All we need to do is come together. The foundation is the infrastructure that will allow us to have, in a incentivized way, structural activity, structured activity that can bring us together in commerce, that can bring us together in an ecosystem, in an economically friendly foundation that's like no other. All right. And so looking forward to seeing you all on the next Zoom. So don't allow no one to have access to your nerves. Okay? That's your nerves. And remember, when you allow people to have access to your nerves, you're allowing them to actually have access to your life. Right? We are the light, and we have been given this ability to respond to when someone is coming with the wrong type of intentions. You decide to say no, you're denied the access, right? You notice the type of vibe they're coming with, you're hearing what they're saying and what they're doing, and you're realizing that the type of vibe that they're coming with, it will put you on a frequency that you're not interested in, right? The frequency is that we should be paying attention to is the frequency that nature is emanating, right? The frequency that we should be paying attention to is the frequency that we're hearing from within ourselves, right? That love is all around us, right? Permeating on the outside as well as the inside, right? We only need to take the time and pay close attention to all of those that's coming with the wrong type of intentions. And so that way we are always staying balanced, right? Be mindful, y'all. Always mindful about vibing up, spiraling up with one love, wahed ahed, that one love. Okay? And we're doing our best to stay as peaceful as we possibly can. Do our best to stay. That's all we can do is give our best. And giving our best and changing ourselves and uplifting ourselves. Can't ask for nothing more than that. Okay? And doing that from within ourselves, that is what is indeed truly wonderful. That peace, right? And peace is powerful, potent, progressive energy. That is what always creates elevation, 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 elevation. Hey now, whoa now, hey now, whoa now. It's a powwow, y'all. It's a powwow, right? Yeah, right? Be mindful of that breath all the time, y'all. Head, I head. Yahoo, Allahu, Yahoo, Allahu, Yahoo, Allahu. Really appreciate you all taking the time to vibe, y'all. Have an outstanding, vibing, glorious rest of your strong night or strong day, wherever you may be. Just make it outstanding. All right. Love this vibing session. Greatly appreciate you all taking the time to vibe. To all my forward they can go to Star Global people that is also not just like-minded, but it is also close to my heart and mindful awareness in us being Sabian, right? My mind, my perspective, I'm striving to be Sabian supreme, right? All those forward they can go to Star Global people that is also mindful and aware that we are the assets because we are the original people that were here. Autochthonous people on the land that's here, right? Yamas, Yahuda, Yisrael. You know what I mean, right? Yamasi, Yahuda, Yisrael, right? All the original Nubian original Shoshone Choctaw people, right? All the Washita, Ushita, Washita, Moor people, right? All right, y'all. Like as I say, my mind, my perspective always tells me I got to keep it real and encourage even those people that think that it's not really important to be about nationality. My mind says it's always good to tell people and share with people as much as possible. There is more. We are so much more than what we think we are. We are definitely so much more than what they ever thought possible that we could be, right? And who is they? They is anyone who feels like or think that we are not the value, that we are not the asset, y'all. Have an amazing night, y'all. Have an amazing rest of your evening, shadow hour, wherever you may be. Just be excellent. Just have an outstanding, prosperous, productive day. All right. Looking forward to vibing with you all again very, very soon. All right. No might as well as no power shall prosper, nor have the influence over us before thee. P.M.T.M.L.O. No might as well as no power. We going out. We closing out like that, y'all. Shall prosper. I'm going to end it. We on Instagram. We're close out, and then we're gonna end the recording on Zoom. Shall prosper. Nor had the influence over us before thee. Y'all know the words. Y'all like say the motto. Sing the motto with me. Sing with me if y'all know it. No might as well as no power shall what shall prosper. What nor have what nor had the influence over us before thee. Bismi El Khaloum Al Ali. Appreciate you all for what they can go to Star Global people. We out of here for now. We all in this though. Y'all know. For now, we out of here, baby. Peace, 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 peace. All right. On Instagram, we ended it on Zoom. All right. Recording.